Metafy, you learn directly from the best players in the world. They'll review your gameplay, show you new perspectives, and outline the steps you can take to shatter the bones of your enemies. Or just raise your skill rating. Book a session or replay review right now on metafy.gg.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ESA playoffs, where we will start with this first match for today, where we'll be viewing the first match, which is Kodak versus Team Missclick on the map Oregon, where Kodak will start on the defense and Missclick will start as the attacking team. This is the first ever season for playoff match, which we'll be seeing and which will actually be happening. And tonight I'll be your caster. My name is Max. And I'll be the caster for this evening. So let's first go ahead and watch what kind of operators will be banned for this map, which is Oregon, and it will be Team Blue. We'll be starting as the banner. In this case, the first operator ban that's coming out is the Finka. Finka, we have seen her quite a lot over the days, especially because of her LMGs, grenades that she used to have, ability to heal self. She has been a very strong operator, but even though she has been nerfed a little bit, she's still being picked. And or banned in this case. So the next operator that's being banned is an attacker coming from Team Orange, which is Team Missclick. This is in this case is the Nuke. These days, like a lot of teams, really depend on information gathering using some cameras or certain utility, and Nuke is just one of those operators. We can actually sneak by pretty effectively. Can also reduce the noise that she creates, and therefore it's just a bit safer to have her banned, so you don't need to worry about her at all. So then the first defender ban is coming out from Team Missclick, which in this case is the Mira. Mira can basically be a good operator on any map whatsoever. So therefore it's very understandable and also a very common ban. The final ban that we're seeing is Thunderbirds, which we also have been seeing quite a lot for the past weeks, months. She's super effective with her gadgets. She can just place heating stations for her teammates. Doesn't need to worry about them whatsoever. And that way she can be quite effective and quite supportive to the team. So today it will be a best of 3 between these two teams. The first map that we will be playing, of course, is Oregon, the one we will be seeing right now. After which we will go to Villa, and if it would happen, the situation would happen where each team wins one map, we would go to a third map, which in that case would be Team Park. But first, in this case, we will be viewing Oregon. So at the moment, I think I still have a prediction running in the chat. Yeah, it should be for about 2 more minutes. So if you haven't casted your vote yet, please do so, because I will go over it once it has ended. Okay, so up to Oregon right now. The first map of today, where we'll start in the basements, where is currently Kodak as the defending team and Team Missclick as the attacking team. Already we do see an extension towards Elbow with deployable shields, likely some ADSs. Yes, 2 ADSs in total have been placed already. Also Mai has been picked, so he will be able to place some of his discs to further defend this player, which will likely be the smoke we'll be playing in that area. So as the preparation phase comes to an end, it's now up to the attacking team to go for their offensive rounds from where they will need to contest the defenders. Find some of those roamers, put some pressure on the bomb site, and eventually go for executes. We're actually seeing a very heavy entrance here from the attacking team, making a lot of progression in a very short amount of time. Basically taking lots of control. Luckily, Hibana has been picked, so they will be able to breach some of those hatches. Opening those hatches can be very effective, very supportive to their attack, which will allow them to gain better control over the map. Wait, for some reason my audio is insanely loud, so let me quickly change that. Okay, this should be better now. Okay, excuse me. So yeah, the round has now been going on for the first 1 minute. Ibana pellets are already coming out to destroy some of those hatches. Currently Paco with the mute, with the shotgun playing on those freezer stairs, already injuring the first player, trying to finish it off with the C4. But Cravery, the savior, finds Paco, takes him out, and allows his teammate to go for the revive there on Is, which means it's the first opening kill is going to the attacking team, which allows him to put some further pressure on the defending team. I do think every single defender is currently playing downstairs. Yes, they are, so it's really up to the attacking team to start to put some pressure from above, to get close to the bomb site, to potentially open up some more walls or hatches, and in the end find some more breaks, take out some more of those defenders, also drone them out, find the location of them from where they can put some proper pressure, and in the end go for a go for a execute on the bomb side, potentially even plant or find every single attacker, defender and take them out. So nades will be thrown, they might actually connect, yes they do, that's Aina taken out, but after that with a kill on Kodak, it's right now it's a 2 versus 5 with only 2 defending players alive, where Legoman just did get injured, now did get finished as well, but in the end Spotman with the refrag takes out Variox, and Wash with the kill on Is brings this round to 1 versus 3, but in the end it's Will with the final kill, winning this round for his team, and therefore the score will now be 0-1 for Team Missclick. Let me just quickly adjust my audio a bit more. I'm not quite happy with it at the moment. This should be better. Okay, so yeah. The first round going to Team Missclick, the attacking team, will manage to win the first round by taking out every single defending player. A good start for Team Missclick, a very aggressive start, I might even add to that. They really took some control very easily on the map. Probably they had some pre-placed drones or whatsoever, because they took some easy control from small tower towards the freezing stairs area, even all the way through lobby. And from there they were actually able to progress pretty quickly. Now after Kodak lost their first round, they will go to a different kind of bomb site, which is the top floor, which in this case is kids. In this case is kids' dorms. A rotation is being made towards the attic area, also between the two bomb sites. No, nothing is happening here yet, but likely will happen later on. Also, the walk-in closet hasn't been reinforced. We're seeing some reinforcements on armory, and attic in the end being fully reinforced. The question is, will the attacking team take control just as easy as they did the previous rounds? They were highly effective. And if they do the same thing, they might just take control very easily on as well. It would certainly help them to take control early on, so they have more time to actually focus on the bomb site itself. And it's already progressing towards the balcony of the master bathroom. He is able to take some control already. Also currently Pupman trying to take some control over armory, trying to contest it by being on the rappel, where various other attackers are trying to progress from the garage area. Okay, so attackers are making their way inside of the building. We don't see too much happening yet. Will, however, getting damaged quite a lot. That might actually be by the Wamai. Yes, Wamai is currently playing in the walk-in closet with a rotation right behind him. He managed to find the Ace, did a little bit of damage on him. Ace will not be able to revive, to heal himself as the Finka was banned. And the Wamai trying to keep control over this position, which is really wasting a lot of time for the defending team, for the attacking team, sorry, which is very effective. The attack team is really struggling to take control of this area, especially as the Wamai throws out impact nades. He finds Will, even injures him. It's now all coming down to Is, who's playing on the balcony to potentially go for the revive, but it might be a bit difficult because the Wamai is still playing there. He's still able to contest this area. Meanwhile, it's also the Twitch with the first kill there on Variox. Will still being injured, but also Wamai getting injured right now. And now things are... might go either way. A timeout is being requested by Team Blue. Okay, that's interesting. Probably for the next round, I guess. Quiver already first with the kill on Wash. Koda for the kill on Legoman. Currently Quavery with another kill on ANS. Now 2 versus 4 as Will was revived. So 2 versus 5. 2 times as many attackers alive as defenders. But as Koda gets a kill on Quavery, it's now 2 versus 3. Still in advantage of the attacking team, and they do have a whole minute of time remaining, which is a lot of time for the attacking team to work with. And from here, they will be able to regroup, gather some information, and still go for a decent attack. They need to be careful, however, because Will and Is are super low on HP, with only Pupman still being full HP. So they need to be very careful, because they can lose some manpower very easily at this point. We're just waiting for Kodak and Paco to hold the right angles. They can really stop this attack. There's basically 2 points of interest where the attackers can be coming from right now, which is the bridge and the trophy door. In the end, Kodak finds Is, equalizes the man count, is back to 2 versus 2 equal man count, where currently Team Kodak is in the HP advantage. It's really up to the attacking team to take some further control. Paco with a kill on Will. It's all coming down to Pupman. He finds the mute in the back, does do quite a bit of damage, but doesn't get the kill, and now things will be very difficult for him with only 7 seconds left on the clock. He doesn't have the defuse, he cannot really go for the plant. And this way the time does run out. He might try to get a final kill, but in the end no time runs out. 2 defenders remain alive, and this way the round will be going to Team Kodak, and therefore the score now gets put on 1-1. So let's see, is the player already returning? No, it's not returning. And there's the tactical timeout automatically being activated by Team Kodak. Well, let me actually take a look at the prediction which you guys did. In the end, actually 11 people casted the vote, for which I'm very thankful. A nice amount of information that I can get from there. In the end, we can see that Kodak got it 5 points, and Team Missclick got 6 points. So it's only a little difference, only 1 vote difference. So this is promising to be a very close match. On Wikipedia, unfortunately, there's no head-to-head information between these two teams. The only thing I can really tell from Wikipedia is that Kodak has an overall win rate of 73%, and Team Missclick has an overall win rate of 71%. So it is promising to be a very close match between these two teams. So I'm absolutely excited for this one. But currently a 1-1 equal score. So after the player has returned from Team Kodak back to full 5 versus 5, after we'll now head back to the basement area where they played their first round, which they lost. I hope all of you had a good break of ESA for the last week. Of course, after the group stages ended 2 weeks ago, we had a 1 week break, after which we're now returning with the playoffs. Basically, I believe this week 4 playoffs will be happening, of which one other playoff is already known. This will be on Friday evening, which is MSXV versus Penta, also at 7 p.m. British time on this channel, which will also be casted by me, and I believe also Arya will be joining me. But for now, this match, which is Kodak versus Missclick. Seeing a similar strategy happening, again the double ADS. So basically, setup-wise, it is fairly similar compared to their first defensive round here. But last time they weren't that successful. It was the attacking team taking a lot of control in a very short amount of time. We're actually seeing the same thing happening, like a repeat of the same thing, where the attackers are already taking a fair bit amount of control. Paco's already being droned. He's currently playing on the freezer stairs. He was one of the more important defenders very early on. He managed to injure one of the attackers, but in the end he got a bit too greedy, tried to finish it off with the C4, but then got stopped, then got killed, after which the attackers were able to revive the injured player. Hibana, meanwhile, running around, placing her first Hibana palace to open up some of those hatches, which will allow the attacking team to have new entry points and line of sights, which will assist them in the attack of this bomb site. Attackers really waiting to make a further move. We're seeing some droning happening. Attackers are trying to find out some of the information, opening some more of those hatches. It's still Mute playing at the bottom of those freezer stairs, getting droned at the moment, getting spotted by one of those Twitch drones. In the end, he does find the Ash. There's the Ash injured, which is, but then quite a bit of flashbangs come out, which do stun Paco, after which Lego Man can get the kill there on Paco, and Is gets revived, which kind of looks like a repeat of the previous, of the first round of this match, where the Mute did manage to get an injury, but didn't manage to secure the kill, and did get taken out himself. Well, either way, 1 minute and 25 seconds on the clock, so the defenders have managed to at least waste some time. It did cost them one life, but attackers now do need to hurry up a little bit more to do some proper damage here. Meanwhile, Cravery already descending the laundry stairs, trying to contest the laundry area. The deployable shield, however, is placed on the hallway, but with a very nice shots. He finds Variax, takes him out. That's Dibblemy off the board. He also finds an injure on Eine, which means this is now a 2 versus 4 situation technically, as it's unlikely that that Eine will be revived. So it's all coming out to Kodak and Wash. We will need to do it for the team in this 2 versus 4 situation. Time this time is working a bit more in their advantage, as time is getting a bit scarce for the attacking team. 45 seconds on the clock currently, where Is now does get a kill on Wash, leaving Kodak all alone in this 1 versus 4 situation for his team. And yet he does find Will, however, so it's now 1 versus 3. It is all a bit more possible, but as Popman finds Kodak and his teammate bleeds out, this round will be going to the attacking team, which is Team Missclick, and therefore score is now 1-2. So currently a 1-2 score with Team Missclick in the advantage. This map was picked by Kodak, and the start side of attack was picked by Missclick, so it is understandable that currently Missclick is in the lead. But it's only 1 point difference, and I'm very curious to see how this remaining of this match will go.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
To also give you guys some information, Kodak was the #1 team from Group A. They managed to win every single match without going to overtime or whatsoever, which granted them a total of 9 points, where Team Missclick was the second team of Group D, who in the end didn't win a single match without going to overtime, but still managed to win 2 and lost 1 in overtime, which granted them a total of 5 points. So after the defenders tried the basement bomb sites 2 times and weren't successful a single time, they will now try for a third time. You know how the saying goes, third time the charm. Perhaps they will be able to win it for a third try, but if they don't manage this time, they would certainly need to consider going to a different bomb site. So they will, after this round, will be able to go back to the top floor bomb site, which it did win, but after that, they would definitely need to consider going to kitchen meeting or kitchen dining.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Okay, so attackers are currently making their way towards the building. Some of the attackers are already entering the building as well. I don't know how things stand with the roamers at the moment. I see 1, 2, 3. I see every single defender downstairs at the moment. So the attackers don't need to worry too much about them. It's currently Paco again back on those freezer stairs. Every single time he manages to get the opening injure, but doesn't quite get the finish there. Doesn't get the kill, which is very unfortunate for him. Perhaps this third time he will be able to be a bit more successful. At least he does find some drones, which certainly helps, but in the end it does come down to the kills, which are the most important. Every time he has been the first pick of his team, and hopefully for him, he will be a bit more successful this time. Hibana, meanwhile, using her X-Kairos to open up those first hatches again, just like they did the previous rounds. And time management-wise, they're doing a decent job. Paco, meanwhile, trying to contest those freezer stairs again, does not yet find the kill. In the end, he does manage to finish Quavery after he injures him. Does find another kill on Will, but Lego Man with the kill on Paco. Also Quavery, sorry, not Quavery, Variox lost his life before, whereas now a 3 versus 3 equal man count. Ash already trying to contest from the laundry stairs. And Wash finding Lego Man, which means the defenders currently are in the lead with this 3 versus 5 situation. Popman finding Wash, however, so bringing things back to an equal 2 versus 2 in the advantage of the defending team HP-wise, where now the Ash gets found and does get taken out by Is, but then Popman with a kill on Eine. It's all coming down to this 1 versus 1. It's Kodak versus Popman. Both of them, I mean, Popman doesn't really have an idea where Kodak is playing. Kodak, however, has the advantage that Popman just did a few shots, so therefore he might have an idea where he is playing, and also the Jaeger being full HP, where Popman is low on HP. Therefore, Kodak should be in the advantage here. Popman still looking for the Jaeger, doesn't quite know where he is. He will come around the corner anytime, will be found in the crosshair of the Jaeger, and yet it's the Jaeger with the final kill on Popman, meaning this round will be won by the defending team, which is Kodak, and therefore the score is now back on an equal score of 2-2. If you guys just give me a minute, I have a bit of a sore throat. I'm not feeling too great, but either way, I'm still casting for you guys. So give me a moment, I will grab something from my throat and I'll be right back.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Okay, so after the defending team, Team Kodak finally managed to win the basement bomb site, they will now be going back to the top floor bomb site, which is the second one they played in this match, and which they also won. So perhaps with the same kind of strategy, with the same quality of execution, they might be able to win it once more, which would put them in the lead. But at the same time, Team Missclick did get a taste of this defense, does now perhaps know what to do about it, and perhaps they will also be more successful on the attack this time.
Activating shock drone.
Activating jammer. Bolstering our defenses.
So currently, The first 40 seconds expiring, attackers trying to find a way inside of the building. We're currently seeing Sophia shoot some of her explosives, or at least some of her charges towards the trophy area, after which a nade was thrown, which did take out the deployable shield where Thorn was playing. That's a huge win for the attacking team, because this deployable shield being there makes things extremely difficult for the attacking team to take further control. And while Mike currently playing in the closet, trying to contest this area once more, which he did very effectively last time. And then meanwhile, it is with the first kill, taking out that Thorn after the shield was taken away, which is very effective for the attacking team. Meanwhile, also things will be getting very difficult from Romai as he does get taken out by Will. Paco, however, with the kill with the C4 on Ace, brings this round to 3 versus 4 in the advantage of the attacking team. But then yet it's time working in the advantage of the defending team. There's still 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, which is still quite a bit of time for the attackers. And from here they will be able to get some further control. Maybe get some further picks. And also use the ace to go for some breaching. In the end, unfortunately, one of the ace charges does get found by one of my discs, which is very unfortunate. This way, the ace will not be able to go for any breachings. And also, as a new jammer has been placed, he cannot activate his breaching charges anyway, which does not allow him to go for the breach on the walk-in closet, which would have been nice for him. Rotation, however, has been made, which is fortunate for the attacking team. But in a slightly bigger hole will be nicer.
Cover your ears.
And yet a nice nade being thrown from Pubman, finds Variox, takes him out by Paco with the refrag on Pubman, brings this round to 2 versus 3. But Paco with another kill there on Lego Man, it's triple kill for Paco this round, brings this round to 2 versus 2, where the ace is ready to go for the plant. But the question is, does he will be able to cover himself, or does he get covered? But no, in the end, the final 2 defenders find 1 kill each, meaning this round is won by Team Kodak, and therefore score is now put on 3-2.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Okay, so after the defending team now has been winning 2 rounds in a row, they will now be going to a new bomb site, which we haven't seen this day yet. This is the kitchen meeting bomb site. Of course, there's also an option to go for kitchen dining, but these days most teams prefer to go for kitchen meeting instead. We immediately see the backstage wall being reinforced, where also likely the attic is being closed. With 1 electric claw, they are able to electrify both of these walls, which is very effective. And of course, rotation is happening between the 2 bomb sites. Reinforcements happening towards the lobby area. And also laser gates towards security.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So with the preparation phase coming to an end, it's now up to the attacking team to go for their offensive rounds. They will need to try to find a way inside of the map. Try to contest the bomb site from the outside, find some of those roamers. It's been already Kodak losing a bit of HP. That's the castle. I think he was trying to put one of his castle barricades on the wall towards the backstage area, those big tower area from the kitchen hallway. But in the end, he did get found by one of the attackers and did not manage to place it, and lost some HP in the progress.
Changing mag. Increasing our defenses. Shifting projectiles.
So attackers are now making their way inside of the building. Oh, is already placing one of her shields. EMP nades seem to have been thrown, although it might also have been the the electrical is placed fairly low. That's why the full wall isn't being electrified. In the end, the Kaid throws his second charge, but as the charge is being activated and the thermite charge was already placed, this charge does get destroyed, which is very unfortunate for Will. This way he loses his first thermite charge after he will only have 1 more remaining. This time he does need to use it on the rear stage wall, which is far more important than the attic wall, and this one will be activated successfully and will open the wall, which is good for the attacking team. 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. Both is and will be extremely low on HP, just 1 shot away from being taken out. So therefore they need to be extremely careful, otherwise they might lose their life. But so far, after 1 minute and 35 seconds, not a single player has been taken out. However, a good pre-placed drone does find DK trying to sneak up from behind. Kodak with the kill there on Lego Man. I wonder who is watching the flank at the moment. There's no one really, but it seems like the Pupman is going to try to flank that K8 from behind. It seems like the K8 is not aware, as he's still holding an angle onto the back rear stage area when Pupman finds Paco. Ana finds Quavery. It's a 4 versus 3 in the advantage of the defending team, with some attackers being extremely low on HP. Pupman the only one being full on HP, and therefore this is going to be a very difficult round for Team Missclick to still potentially win this. In the end, Ana finds Pop and takes him out. That's the only attacker who was still full HP taken out. And in the end, Kodak with a kill on Is. Will with a kill on Kodak. It's now 3 versus 1, where Will is extremely low. Will he find Wamai? Yes, he does, but Impact, which was pulled out, does fall on the ground as Wamai was taken out. And this did enough damage to take out the termites and leads this round to end in a spectacular way, which you don't see that often. But this way, Kodak, the defending team, wins this round, and therefore the score is now put on 4-2 in the advantage of Kodak, for which we now go to the roll stop, where Kodak will now need to attack and Team Missclick will need to defend.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So after we just had the roll stop, it is now Team Missclick on the defense, for which the first round they will be heading to the basement bomb site, which is an understandable choice. It's one of the fan favorites, the team favorites on this map. And I believe they will be going for a similar kind of setup as Team Kodak did, which a lot of teams do. Deployable shields will likely be placed in the elbow, because they do have a total of 2 deployable shields. One is going to be placed on the hallway, and then the second one on the elbow, which will be defended with various multiple ADSs. And then there's also one Maya play, which can also further assist. Meanwhile, hatches are also being reinforced. Currently, all 3 hatches are reinforced at the moment. And therefore, the defensive strategy is looking pretty solid. But also Goyon play, which you don't see that often anymore. However, his pick rate is currently increasing, which is good to see. After, of course, he was nerfed, losing his shields, his pick rate did change drastically. But luckily, he's still finding some popularity once more, which allows him to be picked more often. Because of course his gadget is still very strong, can light areas on fire for quite a long time, which enables attackers to take further control as long as it's lit on fire. Attackers are trying to get some further control. Already the first Flores drones coming out, finding the first deployable shield where Pupman was playing. This will make things much more difficult for Pupman to keep control over this area. But as Legoman steps in, he places a new deployable shield, which is very nice of him, and allows Pupman to easier defend his position. And hopefully he will be able to find the next... Actually, there's no Flores drones left anymore, so this will be a huge thing for the attacking team, so for the defending team, as they will no longer be able to properly take care of the deployable shield. The only hope for them is Variox, who is having some frag grenades, which would be able to take out those shields. But as he's currently playing on the other side of the map, it's unlikely that we'll see that happen anytime soon. This way, Will is getting the first kill down on Ana. It's the first attacker losing his life, and attackers are currently struggling quite a bit to take further control.
Device is set.
The only hard breacher is still playing outside of construction, therefore is not able to assist his team. He is now relocating himself to a meeting, from where he will be able to go for some head breaches if desired. He will need to use 2 of his ace charges, however, which is quite ineffective. But either way, the most important thing is that the hatch is now opened, and therefore they do now have a new line of sight towards the bomb site and an entry point, which will assist him to potentially put some more pressure.
Tossing flashbang.
Okay, so attackers are trying to get some control. They really need to hurry a bit more, because there's only 50 seconds remaining on the clock, which is not a lot of time. Final nades are being thrown by the Yana. I think the deployable shield is still placed. Yes, it wasn't destroyed. Wash, however, with a kill there on Is. It's now 4 versus 4, equal man count, but time is working in the advantage of the defending team. Attackers really need to hurry up to get some further control, to find some defenders, take them out, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult for them to go for an execute. And anytime Paco will need to go for the drop here, he might be able to find the player currently playing there on the corner at the door. Will, however, with the kill there on Wash, and Paco unable to find him. And meanwhile, the clock ticking on. Only 17 seconds left on the clock. Smoke canisters being used very effectively to deny the attackers entry from construction. Paco with a kill on Will. It's now 3 versus 3, equal man count, so it's still possible, but they really need to hurry up. 6 seconds on the clock. Paco trying to go for the defuse, finds Legoman. Pupman with a kill on Variox, and now really Paco needs to go for the defuse, otherwise he won't be able to. And in the end, Kodak still finds one more kill. The attackers do not go for the plans, and therefore the time runs out, and therefore the defending team, Team Missclick, wins this round. And the score is now 4-3.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So after the defenders won their first round, they will now be going to a different bomb site, which in this case is dorms, which is a very understandable bomb site to pick as second option, just like Team Kodak did. So we'll see a somewhat similar kind of setup here for Team Missclick. The only difference is that Team Kodak made a full rotation towards the closet, where Team Missclick is only making some footholds, which still makes it difficult for the second team to take proper control. But it will not allow a player to properly play in the closet or rotate back to the bomb site. So therefore we will see a bit of a different setup here. Attackers are currently nearing the building, trying to find their first way in. Some droning is happening from, for example, from Kodak. Unfortunately, drone does get found, so he will not be able to gather further information. And therefore he needs to rely on his teammates to do that for him.
Swapping mags!
Attackers are really looking for their first way in. Wash Wizard is currently playing downstairs in the main entrance, trying to get some control from there. If any mute jammer is placed on the closet wall, he will be able to take it out from us outside, after which Paco would be able to throw his ace charges and start the breach on the wall. Meanwhile, Kodak tried to repel on the armory wall, almost found the head of the Potman playing there, but in the end he doesn't manage to. In the end he does find some more Potman again, does do quite a bit of damage. Paco with a kill on Cravery. It's now 5 versus 4. Wash rushes in towards the armory area, finds Potman, takes him out as well. It's now 5 versus 3. Is with a kill there on Aina. It's now 4 versus 3. Still in the advantage of the attacking team, which is Team Kodak, but still 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, which is a lot of time for either team to work with. But as Wash finds a player, Variox finds a player, it's all coming down to Will, who's currently playing close to the breach, does find a Nomad, takes him out. That's Kodak off the board. But as Will gets found from behind, he gets taken out, meaning this round will be won by the attacking team, which is Kodak, and therefore the score is now put on 5-3, which puts Kodak in a 2-round difference lead compared to Team Missclick. So currently Team Kodak only 1 round away from bringing this match to match points, which is of course very desirable for them.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So after the defending team was unable to successfully defend this top floor, they will just go for a second try, where they will immediately start reinforcing the attic area. And the question is, what kind of setup will they do the remaining of this bomb site? Will they go for the same kind of footholds? Yes, it seems like it will, already using a shotgun to redecorate this map. Last time it wasn't too effective, but hopefully for this time it will be more effective. We also see Pupman already placing some of his... Oh, no, actually, none of them might. It's actually a motion sensor. This might actually mean they will try to go for... Is the 4 from below, potentially, or just try to see for the wall if the sensor goes off, which can provide them with some pretty good information. Okay, so attackers once again surrounding the building, looking for the first bit of information. Nomad once again repelling on the armory window from where she's trying to get some information, using her drone to further scout ahead. Various attackers surrounding the building as well, looking for the first way in. Actually, one of the first lines of defense is currently the Alibi, who's playing in Trophy, already finding the sledge, doing quite a bit of damage from there. Having a nice angle on the armory stairs, finding the Sophia anytime, but meanwhile it is with the first kill on Aina, which is the first attacker, the sledge taken out. Meanwhile, Variox with a kill, is Pupman with a kill on Kodak, Wash with a kill on Pupman. A lot of kills happening on each side. This is the 3 versus 3 now, with an equal man count, with the HP advantage going to the defending team at the moment, as Wash is quite low in HP, and also Paco has lost about a third of his HP as well. Variox trying to throw a nade from below, but currently no one playing near the wall whatsoever. No Mule Jammer plays, and I think in the end the call comes out from the ace, which gives him the information, but a very nice kill from below with Variox. Takes out Will. That's the mute of the boards. From here he will be able to take some control over the white stairs area, but as Wash gets injured, the attackers need to be a bit more careful because they might lose their advantage that they have at the moment. They will still be able to go for a revive, which we currently see happening from Variox. He does however try to contest Quavery first, but in the end he does go for a revive, which brings the man count back to an equal 3 versus 2 in the advantage of Team Kodak.
I'll grab us some intel. Out of AR.
Currently 3 versus 2, a nice angle held by the Yana, but unfortunately she doesn't find the defender rotating there. It would have been a very nice kill for her, which would have further increased their man count advantage. As time is ticking on, there's only 45 seconds remaining on the clock, which is not too much of time for the attacking team to work with, so they really need to hurry up a bit, otherwise this round can be over anytime soon. They really need to find the remaining 2 defenders or go for the plant. As Lego Man finds Variox, the attackers lose their man advantage as it's now a 2 versus 2. They need to be extremely careful. Jaeger's having a very strong line of sight towards the breach, where Quavery is also standing by at the kid's dorm's door, from where he will also be able to contest the trophy area or games. Meanwhile, however, Paco does make his way inside of games where Wash gets a kill on Legoman, but meanwhile it's Quavery on the kill with Wash. He finds the gun of Paco, does do a lot of damage on him, with only 10 seconds on the clock. Paco needs to go for that plant or find the final defender, which will be very difficult. As Quavery is playing things smart, he's wasting a lot of time, he's playing very passively, time runs out. The ace is not able to find the remaining defender, and therefore this round does get won by the defending team, which is Missclick, and therefore the score gets put on 5-4. And therefore Missclick reduces the round difference by 1 point. But still, Kodak in the lead at the moment.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Shield going out. Vulcan set up and ready to go. Reinforcements in place! Is deployed and ready to go. Vulcan is ready. Use it if you have to.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Finish securing the perimeter.
For the 10th round, we'll go back to the basement bomb site, which was defended before by Team Kodak. They did manage to win this one, so they're just going to try it for a second. Team Missclick. They will now be trying it for a second time. Potentially, they will win it once more, which will put the score on a very tense 5 versus 5. But at the same time, it might also just be the attacking team, Team Kodak, who will win this round. They're currently in the lead with a 1 point score difference and only 1 point away from bringing this match to match points. So therefore, Kodak does know what they're up to, what they need to do. And currently actually being very effective. A lot of control already being taken within the first 40 seconds. Ibana opening every single hatch. Sophia already waiting on the laundry stairs, but in the end it is with the first kill there on Aina, which is very useful for his team. There's a Twitch already taken off the board, which is very unfortunate for Team Kodak at the moment. It's really up to the attacking team to take further control to find the defenders. There's actually currently one roaming player, which is he's playing on the top floor, is heading towards the armory stairs from where he will be able to do quite a bit of damage. Even if there were some lines of sight created through the floor, he would have been able to contest the armory stairs from above, which would have been very effective. He does find a diffuser just laying on the floor there, just waiting for him. And if he actually managed to play it sneaky here, he will likely find any attacker anytime soon, which will not be expecting him. As he now finds his way towards the armory stairs, he does find the wash, which is a very nice kill for him. He just plays it safe, goes for the drop, and currently in a 3 versus 5 situation, every single defender is back on side, and therefore the attackers have a pretty tough job ahead. Where Lego Man also finds Kodak. 2 versus 5 now, but Paco with a nice shot on Lego Man brings things to a 2 versus 4, still in the advantage of the defending team, with not even any diffuser in hand for Team Kodak. Is, however, does get injured. He's currently in a tough position from where he will unlikely be able to be revived, but at the same time, as long as he's alive, he will be able to call out some information, and it will also be very difficult for the attacking team to actually finish him off. But in the end, Verrex actually manages to do so, also took out one of the other defending players, which brings this round to an equal 2 versus 2, and therefore this round can really go any way from here. Currently 40 seconds on the clock, which is not too much of time, but still a lot of time for the attacking team to work with. If they just hurry a little bit more, they will be able to find some of the defenders, potentially take him out. And it's Varix hopping in, finding Paco as he's throwing his smoke canister. But Varix, meanwhile, with a kill on Pubman. Sorry, the other way around. But then it's all coming out to Varix versus Will, where Varix gets the final kill on Will, brings this round to Kodak, and sets the score to 6-4. 6-4. So currently 6-4 score for Team Kodak. They're currently again in 2 points, with 2 points difference in the lead, and therefore also now at match point, which puts them in a very good position for this first map. They just need to win one more round to end this map and proceed to the second map for today, which would be, let me check, Villa. But at the same time, it's very possible that Team Missclick will win 2 rounds in a row. They haven't been able to do so until now, but they still have that chance. If they manage to win 2 rounds in a row, this match will be brought to 6-6, which will bring the match to overtime. So it's really a question, what will happen for the next 2 rounds? It might end this round, it might continue. It's really up to the teams to decide that.
5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Okay, so as the preparation phase comes to an end, it's now up to the attackers to go for an attack on this bomb site. Let me quickly check what kind of setup the members of Team Missclick have in store for us. We're seeing 2 ADSs being placed, actually being replaced. Now they're completely changing the strategy. I think they're aware of the attackers being very aggressive on the southern eastern side of the map, where Ace already gets his first kill there on Paco. That's the first attacker taken out, which is the Hibana. No further hard breaching, which is very unfortunate. I don't think Hibana managed to open up any of the other hatches. No, she did not. This is very unfortunate for the attacking team, as they will not be able to hard breach any other wall or hatch, and therefore they really need to work with what they have, which is very limited. Attackers, however, do have quite a bit of map control at the moment. I think every single defender is playing downstairs once more, like they've been doing for the first map. No, actually, for the first rounds. No, they do not. It's currently is the Goyo playing on the top floor, getting scouted by the Yana hologram. Does take it out, does give away his position like this, but therefore he will waste a lot of time. He actually uses his C4 to create a rotation, does damage himself in the process, but in the end, Ine finds him just in time, takes out Is, brings this round back to 4 versus 4, equal man count, and with still 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. The attackers do have some time to work with, but without any hard breacher remaining, it will be a bit difficult for them to proceed from here. In the end, however, the Flores drone does find the deployable shield, which Ash earlier couldn't find. couldn't get as ADSs and Wamai discs were placed, which is super effective for the attacking team as the defenders will no longer be able to hide from there and safely watch the attackers descending the laundry stairs. Meanwhile, also Will gets found, gets taken out. Also, Lego Man being injured right now. If Lego Man will not be able to be revived, it will be a 4 versus 2, but as he's currently in a fairly safe position, they will be able to revive him and bring this round to a 3 versus 3 as Quavery gets another kill. Meanwhile, Quavery adds another kill to his kill count, brings him to the double kill as he takes out Wash. It's now 2 versus 3 situation where Aina is currently playing in freeze, finds the head of Quavery, takes him out. Flashbangs are being thrown from Kodak. His position is known as the defender is playing super close to him, and unfortunately the flashbang finds the edge, but still, even though he manages to find Pupman, a triple kill for the edge, and he ends Lego Man with the final kill. It's actually a trade, but as the diffuser was not planted, the round goes to the defending team, which is Team Missclick, which now puts the score on 6-5. Still match point for Team Kodak, but only 1 point away for Team Missclick to deny that match point and bring this match to overtime.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Shield going out.
Okay, so someone just told me to actually call Wash a wizard. So I'll be calling him from now on, which is Sophia currently playing on Team Kodak. Okay, so for potentially the final round, we will be going back to the top floor, where it will be Team Missclick on the defense,
10 seconds.
where they actually managed to win once so far, I believe.
5 seconds remaining.
It's really up to this round whether this match will end, this map will end with this very round, or the match will be extended with 3 rounds. By bringing this map to overtime. If Team Missclick will win this round, the map will be going to overtime, which will extend it by 3 rounds. But at the same time, if Kodak manages to win this round, they will end it and win with a 7-5 score, which they will go to the next map and earn their first map point. Attackers are currently looking for their first way in. Once again, we're seeing some contesting happening from the balcony area. The same kind of holes have been made in the walk-in closet, which makes it a bit more difficult to take control over the master bedroom area and to bridge that wall. Where currently Maverick is working on the attic wall, which we haven't really seen before. This way they will be able to further contest this area, approach the bomb site from 2 sides, which makes it far more effective. And I'm actually wondering why we didn't really see this before.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
So currently it's Quaver with the first kill, taking out the first attacking player of Kodak. That's Kodak taken out, which is the Nomad. Likely she already placed various of her traps, so most of her job is already done, but still, with a gun in her hand, she will be much more useful for her team, which is very unfortunate for the attackers to lose her. This is the defending team being 1 step closer to bringing this map to overtime, which will be very desirable for them. We can still see one player playing all the way in trophy. That's Lego Man. No, Lego Man is currently playing Attic, finds Aina. Wizards with a kill on Pupman, Varix with a kill on Is, Paco with a kill on Quavery, Lego Man with a kill on Paco. It's now 2 versus 2. Things can really go either way from this point, as there's still 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock. Attackers really need to just wait a little bit more, drone some information, find those remaining defending players, and that way they will be able to close down this map and potentially win it. But at the same time, for the defenders, they just need to be a bit more careful. Just wait for the attackers to come in. There's at the moment only 2 sides they can really come from. 3 actually, if you include attic area. But that way, they just need to hold some cross angles, which they're doing actually very well. Will finds Variox, which brings Wizard all alone in this 1 versus 2 situation. He has the diffuser close to him, and he will be able to hop in from the walk-in closet. But as he shoots the alibi hologram, his position will be given away, which is very unfortunate for him. He will not try to enter the bomb site from the trophy door. However, his position does get given away by the Melusi Banshee, But as he's now inside, he will be able to contest, but still, it's Will with a headshot there on Wizard. Wins this round for the defending team, which is Team Missclick. And therefore puts the score on 6-6, which will bring this first map to overtime. Extends the map with 3 rounds, where we'll see Kodak on attack first and Team Missclick on defense. So if we actually take a look, which team has been more effective on which side? So it seems like the defense has been more favored during this match so far. So technically, if we can say that Missclick should have the advantage, as they will need to defense twice and Kodak will need to attack 2 times. But at the same time, things can just change drastically in the overtime. And you also swip every single round. So therefore it's the question, which team will win 2 rounds out of 3 and will win this first map? So for the first defensive round here, first defensive round for Team Missclick in the overtime, we'll head over to the basement. I think this was one of the most effective rounds. I'm sorry, wow. I'm so struggling to finding my words right now. The most successful defensive bomb site for them. So it is a very understandable pick, and it's really up to the attacking team to now go for the attack. We're seeing one of those, I don't know how to really call it, one of those drastic picks happening on the attacking team. You're seeing a lot of aggressive operators, which you usually see in very aggressive rounds. The Blitz, the Ying, the Lion happening. In the end, it's Pupman already finding the first kill there on Wash. Legoman with a kill on Kodak. Things are not going the way for the attacking team. Aina with a double kill on both Will and Pupman. Is with a kill on Paco. Aina with a kill on Quavery. It's now a 2 versus 2 with Aina losing quite a bit of HP. And it's down to an equal man count. 4 people have been taken out in a 6 people have been taken out in a very short amount of time on each side. Each side has suffered 3 casualties, currently Aina being lower on HP, where also Legoman actually did suffer some damage. So currently a 2 versus 2 with Aina being fairly low. Legoman also did lose some HP, but there's still 2 minutes on the clock. Did find the head of Varix, but didn't take it out. Very unfortunate for him. If he would have landed the shots, he would have brought the main count to 1 versus 2. And as Legoman does get spotted, he does get found by Variox. The final kill, or actually one of the defenders getting taken out. It's with a kill on Aina. It's now a 1 versus 1. Variox versus Is, where the question is, do they know where they are? Is is currently laying on the floor in a strong position, but Variox finds the head of Is, takes him out. This means this round is being won by the attacking team, which is Kodak. And therefore score now gets put on 7-6, match point for Kodak.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Currently 7-6 scores. Kodak currently in the lead with 1 point difference. It's really up to Team Missclick to win a round, to bring it to 7-7, to still have a chance to win. They need to win 2 rounds in a row to win this map, where Kodak only needs to win 1 from now on.
Proximity alarm deployed.
10 seconds left.
Okay, so for this first defensive round of Team Kodak since the overtime, we'll be heading to the top floor. I'm very curious to see if they will be successful. This time we will see the full reinforcement happening for the closet for the first time around. However, it seems like we'll still see a player playing there, as 2 my discs have been placed there, and Aina currently playing on this position. Already going for a nice bomb. Again, actually finding Will. That's a huge opening kill for Team Kodak. That's the ace of the board, the one and only hard breacher they have brought. And this is a huge loss from where they will be struggling to win. We'll have a huge struggle to still win this round. They will not be able to create any new entry points, breaching any reinforced walls or hatches. I mean, hatches are not important in this case, as they're playing on the top floor. But still, not having any hard breacher to open up some of the walls is very devastating. Breaching the attic area or the master bedroom closet wall is super important. It's however with a very nice response on the run out from Variox, but with the kill on Ene. Attackers now are regaining the man advantage that they desperately need at this moment, but still without the hard breacher it will be very difficult for them. However, they do still have 2 minutes on the clock, which is quite a bit of time for them to work with. If they just take the time to find the defenders, make sure they drone them out, they will still be able to frag them out, which would result them to win this round.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the bomb.
So attackers are currently trying to contest the bomb site. They're already playing in trophy, which is a nice bit of control. Unfortunately for them, they will not be able to breach the closet wall, which makes this a lot more difficult. But at the same time, they do have some explosives. Actually, the attic wall is also fully reinforced. That part was partly stopped. But either way, this will make things very difficult for them to still win this round. Bumman, however, finds a kill there on Kodak. That's another defender taken out, a 2 versus 4. Things are looking like they're going in the way for the attacking team, but as Paco finds is with the shotgun, things are back to a 2 versus 3. Still in the advantage of the defending team at the moment, attacking team at the moment. But as the time will start running out anytime soon, the attackers will need to hurry, and they do have very limited access points at the moment.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
So currently Wizards playing Kids, having a nice angle on the main window, where Paco's playing towards the trophy area, trying to take out the drone, which is currently gathering a lot of information on him, struggling to find it. Struggling to find that drone. In the end, first attackers will start to make their way inside of the building as the smoke grenades are being thrown. Sophia is the first one to enter the building as the woman now gets found, does get injured, gets finished by Legoman. It's all coming out of Paco. Quavery trying to go for the plant. The question is, will Paco be able to contest it? No, he doesn't. He does find Pupman, however, does injure him, but as the diffuser now has been planted, it's a 1 versus 3 situation post-plant where Legoman finds the final player of Kodak, and Missclick adds another point to the count, bringing this map to a 7-7 score, match point for either team, overtime match point that it's called. And it's really up to this round which team will win and which team will win the round and which team will win this first map.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Okay, so now one thing is for sure, this is the last round of this first map. It's currently up to Team Missclick to go for the defense and Team Kodak to go for the attack. For the first final round, we'll be heading to the basement, which was defended before by Team Missclick, but they were unsuccessful at it as Kodak won the attacking round here. So it's really up to Team Missclick to go for a second try. And the question is, will they be successful this time, or will just Team Kodak win the round one more time and win this first map with an 8-7 score?
5 seconds left before insertion.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Door secured.
So as the final preparation phase comes to an end, we're seeing the attackers to try to get the first bit of control. Paco currently playing on the Jackal, which will be very effective. Last time it was Is roaming various times, which is doing once more. And the Jackal will certainly help to find him and to find out about his position to frag him out in the end. We're also seeing Varix already being inside of the building. The question is, do they actually know that Is roaming at the moment? I might expect so. He's closing in on his location, but as Is being droned, his location is now known. We're seeing a lot of pre-firing happening, which does alert Is, but he's still trying to keep his position on the rear stage, from where he will be able to contest the attackers quite a bit. But in the end, he does get hit a little bit, does get a little bit of damage, but it's just not too much. In the end, he decides to rotate back to the bomb site safely, which might be a good idea. In the end, Hibana also opening already some of the first hatches, which does grant the attacking team new entry points towards the bomb site. And also Wizard trying to find some of the utility with his explosive drones. But unfortunately for him, his first drone did get shot down. So currently still 5 versus 5 with 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock, which is not a lot of time at the moment. A lot of time already expired. 1 minute and 30 seconds already passed. From here, anytime a lot of death, a lot of casualties will happen. Nades are being thrown from Variox, do not connect with the deployable shit, unfortunately for him. Some one-my discs were placed, which did in the end defend the position where Legoman is currently playing, which is a very strong position. As long as Legoman is playing there, it will be very difficult for the attacking team to proceed. But in the end, Sparkle with the first kill, finding Will, taking him out. Whistle with a kill on Legoman. It's currently 5 versus 3 in the advantage of the attacking team. It's just really up to Team Missclick to bring things around, to take out 2 attackers, to bring it back to an equal 3 versus 3. But if they don't, if they continue to lose more men, then this round will be over for them. And so will be this first map. Variox finds another kill on Botman. It's all coming down to the 2 remaining defenders. As Is also gets taken out, it's all coming down to Cravery, the Jaeger. He does find the head of the Nomad, but unfortunately doesn't manage to hit his shots. And as Paco gets a final kill on Cravery, this round is going to Team Kodak, and therefore they win this first map with an 8-7 score. So for this first map, it's Team Kodak winning the first map with an 8-7 score, which was a very close, intense match. But in the end, the rounds, the maps, those are the ones that count. It's different than the group stage, where the group stage is now each team, where Kodak would have won 2 points and Team Missclick would have won 1 point. That is no longer the case, since we now have been proceeding towards the playoffs. It's just really about winning maps. Kodak already winning the first map. They just need to win 1 more. If they will also win Villa, they will win this match 2-0. But at the same time, it's a pretty good chance that Team Missclick will win the next map, as they picked Villa themselves. And then we potentially would go to the final map, which would be Team Park. We're just going to have a short break right now, and hopefully we'll be back very soon with the next map. So see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
gives players the tools to improve on their own terms. Book live one-on-one coaching, replay reviews, multi-lesson training plans, and even group classes. Top experts, proven results, third thing. Book a session today at medify.gg.
And welcome back for the second map of today, which is going to be Villa, where it will be Team Kodak on the on the attack and Missclick on defense. Currently, Kodak will win on the first map of today, which was Oregon, after which now head to the second map, which is in this case is Villa. So Kodak therefore being on 1-0 map point. I'm questioning, am I? Oh, I was like not hearing any game audio, but it was just being very quiet at the moment. So let's start with this second map of today, and let's see which operators will be banned in this case. Team Missclick coming out with the first attacker ban, which in this case is the Ying. Ying, we have seen her in action at least one round in the previous map, where she was quite a bit effective. But even though this time she will be banned by Team Missclick, so no Ying on Villa. And now it's up to Team Kodak to ban an attacker. So from Team Kodak, we'll be seeing the Finka ban just like the previous map. Finka will not be played on Villa. She's still a very strong operator, still has a high pick rate, and therefore also a high ban rate at the moment. It's now up to Team Kodak to ban a defender. The question is, which one will this be? And this will be a Thunderbird, which again is the same as the previous map, which is somewhat understandable. Thunderbird is just a very good player operator overall. I can imagine we'll see a Mira come out as operator ban, or potentially... could be a cap cannon that you see regularly, a mute. I don't know. Let's see what we're getting from Team Missclick. But in this case, it will be Azami. Okay, that's actually interesting. I haven't seen that many Azami bans yet, but of course she can be very creative with her own shielding, can be very effective with her own shielding, especially on a map as Villa, where quite a lot of lines of sight usually get created. It might be a very good idea to have some Azami there to help you hold certain positions. But in this case, Azami has been banned, and therefore she will not be able to be played. So like I said, it is currently Team Kodak on the attack and Team Missclick on the defense, where for the first defense of Team Missclick, we'll be heading over to Aviator Games. So on games, already we're seeing some reconstruction happening. The Lego man with a secondary shotgun pistol already making some footholds, so making it a bit more difficult to contest the hallway. And at the same time, also seeing some reinforcements come out. Likely we'll be seeing some lines of sight being created towards study, which we do see very regularly these days. And as Lego man uses his secondary pistol to open up the wall, it will be a lot more difficult for the attacking team to contest the study area. And for that reason, it's being shut open. Currently, the vaults still being unreinforced. It might mean we'll see a rotation happen there later on. And at the same time, we also see an extension all the way towards Master Bedroom, where ADSs and Mamai discs also have been placed. And now it's up to the attacking team of Team Kodak to go for an attack. And let's see for what kind of attack they will go. Already some attackers stacking on the study balcony, trying to contest from there. From the rappel, you can already do quite a bit of damage, create some pretty nice lines of sight, and already placed the first Nomad charge, which we're seeing happening. Meanwhile, Paco already entering the main entrance from the art studio area, where currently Quavery is playing on the main stairs area, for where he will be able to fight any defender anytime soon. Meanwhile, also is playing in piano, finding the Ash, just walking by, but unfortunately just doing a little bit of damage. Sees the gun of the Jekyll, will find the Jekyll anytime soon, does take the Jekyll out in the end. Twitch with a kill on Will, but also a lot of damage happening there on the Twitch. Actually just a little bit. And Varrox with another kill there on Lego Man, which brings this first round to a 4 versus 3 within the first minute of time expiring, which is pretty fast. And as Pupman is getting close to Paco, Paco is heading up the red stairs, gets found, gets taken up by Paco. Oh, sorry, Pupman. It's now 3 versus 3, equal man count, where the Valkyrie finds the Yana hologram, does get damaged quite a bit after his location is known. Kodak with a final kill there on Quavery, which brings this round to a 3 versus 2 with only Pupman and is alive on the defending team at the moment. Defenders in a tough spot at the moment, especially as some of the Goyo canisters do get popped, which do work very negatively for Putman, who's currently playing on landing. Variox finds Is, takes him out. It's now 3 versus 1 in the advantage of Team Kodak, where it's all coming out of Putman, who's playing here on landing. He's just waiting for the fire effect to run out of time, after which he will be able to do some proper damage. First attackers are making their way inside of the bomb site. In the end, he does find Aina. That's a Twitch who was carrying the diffuser, but with still 1 minute on the clock. There's quite a bit of time for the attacking team to retake the diffuser, to find Putman, to play some Nomad charges to contest him, to do some drone work, to find him with the holograms of Variox, and that way they will be able to still try to win this round. But as Putman finds Kodak was trying to engage the Jaeger all alone, which was not a smart idea. He does get taken out, which brings us round to 1 versus 1. Variox versus Putman. Variox does have the hologram ability, which would allow him to gather some information. But as he has been able to retrieve the diffuser, he's now trying to go for the plants, which he is trying to stick at the same time. Putman running through the Nomad charges, activating 2 in total. But as the diffuser now has been planted, the time is ticking for Putman. There's only 38 seconds on the clock at the moment. And as he does get found, he does get damaged quite a bit. But no, he finds Variox, a quad kill for the Jaeger right here. And with still 30 seconds on the clock, he has plenty of time to go for the defuse, which means the defenders will win the first round, which Team Missclick, which puts the score on 0-1. Of course, Team Missclick will really needs to win this map because they're currently 1 map point behind as Kodak won the first map. I think I can actually bring up that round history. Let me quickly show, the played maps, which should be shown right now. Yes, as you can see, Oregon was the first map. Ooh, that's such an ugly, ugly font and color. Oops. But either way, Oregon was the first map which was played, which ended with an 8-7 score. For some reason, it says Kodak versus Kodak, which is very interesting. There's some kind of weird map band bug. So let me quickly hide the round history. Let's never use it again, as it was quite ugly.
Bomb located by attackers.
Something we can definitely, most likely customize a bit better to make it look better. This is actually a very useful feature, especially in BO3s, of course. In BO1s, you never really use it as there's only 1 map to be played. But for BO3, certainly useful to bring up the map history and the scores that were that happened on a map. Easy way to refresh your mind. Okay, so for the second defensive round of Team Missclick, we'll be heading over to Kitchen Dining, which is often a third choice. A lot of teams prefer to go to a statue trophy, but in the end you need to play all 3 of the bomb sites, where Library Living is unlikely to be played, but still an option technically. But it's still unlikely. So therefore, let's just say there's mostly 3 bombs that really can be played. In the end, we see various attacks already rushing in from the pantry. Flashbangs will be thrown. EMP nades will be thrown. This way they are able to rush in from pantry. But in the end, it's Legoman finding the first player, which is Kodak being taken out. A 4 versus 5 at the moment. But as Legoman gets found by the track stingers of the gridlock, Quavery gets a kill on Kodak, is with a kill on Aina, Wizard with a kill on Quavery, and is with a kill on Wizard. It's now 1 versus 3, but where in the end Will finds Variox after one of the defender players got injured. But this way the round ends in a very short amount of time for the defending team. And this way it's Team Missclick winning another round and putting the score on 0-2. A very risky and unfortunately ineffective round coming from Team Kodak. A nice try, but unfortunately for them, it didn't work out as they desired. So currently 0-2 score in the advantage of Team Missclick. And likely Team Kodak will go for a bit more safer approaches when it comes to their attacks, which will hopefully result in them to win some rounds. It's not a good thing to be behind 0-2. So for the third round, we'll be heading over to Trophy Statuary, one we already mentioned before. It is often the second pick, but in this case it will be the third pick for Team Missclick. We're already seeing the master bedroom wall being fully reinforced, rotations being made, an extension likely happening. Yes, an extension is certainly happening all the way towards Games Aviator. It's kind of a similar setup as when you're defending these bomb sites, where you can highly contest the study area. But it seems like the attackers are on the way to that area. Will be trying to get the first control from the study area. And that way they will be doing top clear from south to north, from where they will be able to contest the bomb site. Varrock's already making his way into piano, trying to find some defenders. In the end, he does already find Is, does take him out. That's a very nice opening kill for the attacking team, with Is the Malusi being taken out very early on. Within the first 30 seconds, the first defender lost his life. And after Aina also finds Quavery, there's already 2 defenders on Team Missclick being taken out, which means this is a very good start for the attacking team at the moment, which will certainly aid them for the remaining of this map, or for this round. In the end, Wizard also uses his Jekyll scanner to find some footprints. In the end, it belonged to one of the defenders who's already playing back on the bomb side. So unfortunately for him, it does not really help that much. Although he does now know there's no one really playing in this area anymore, which is very valuable information. Which means they can now fully focus on the bomb site itself. From where they now did find Legoman, did quite a bit of damage. Legoman lost quite a bit of HP. Meanwhile, we see, I think it's Aina, it's the Ash, trying to sneak up from the astronomy stairs, solo pushing from this area, trying to find a defender from below. Will, however, find Paco, taking him out. It's now 4 versus 3 in the advantage still of the attacking team, but the defenders are getting a step closer to equalizing things. And as Legoman comes from behind, finds Aina. It's back to equal 3 versus 3. Attackers have lost the advantage they used to have. They still do have the HP advantage, which is a good thing. And as Varrock is making his way inside the bomb site, he will be spotted from behind the deployable shields. Provides a lot of good information to the player there, which is likely still Legoman. And in the end, he also does do quite a bit of damage on Varrock. Kodak, however, with the kill there on Batman, and also Will being taken out, where everything now comes down to Legoman in this 3 versus 1 situation, where he does find Kodak. 2 versus 1 right now. But while he's very low in HP, it will be a very tough job for him to clutch this out. And in the end, it's the Jekyll with the final kill, taking out the final defender. Meaning this round will be won by the attacking team, which is Kodak, putting the score on 0-2, with still Team Missclick in the lead, but only by a 1 point difference. So after 3 rounds in total have been played, the defending team, Team Missclick, is allowed to go back to the first bomb site they played on this map, which is Aviator Games. The first time around they were pretty effective on defending this bomb site. They will now try it for a second time, and potentially they will just win it again. But at the same time, like I always say, Kodak already got a taste of their defense, might now know how to properly counter it, might have learned from the mistakes, and might be more effective this time around.
10 seconds left before
Once again, we will likely see an extension happening. Yes, we do. Once again, the Master bedroom wall has been fully reinforced towards the statue area. ADSs and 1 Midas are also being placed. And this way, they will be trying to control that area as long as possible, waste as much as possible time for the attacking team, which is very favorable for the defenders. But as many attackers are currently making their way towards the study balcony, it seems like the focus for the attacking team will be on the southern side of the map, for which the extension will not be of any use at the moment. Aina already being inside the building, already finding the first defender, which is the Valkyrie. Also Paco taking out Legoman, which is also the Alibi taken out. 2 defenders already losing their life very early on, which again makes this round a very good start for the attacking team, for Team Kodak, who really, needs it, as they are currently behind on points for this map. And as Is tries to take out Wizard finds the kill on Is. It's now 5 versus 2. Will this be a flawless round? As Will also loses quite a bit of HP. He's getting in a very tough spot. Jaeger, however, finds Varrock, denies the flawless round, and still manages to make things a little bit more workable for him and his team, especially after he also finds Aina. It's now 3 versus 2. Attackers are threatened to lose their advantage, and as Spotman finds another kill on Kodak. It's a 2 versus 2 right now, with the attackers being on the HP advantage, but still they need to be very careful, because currently, especially Spotman, being very effective, very useful for his team, working things around, working things to their advantage. And if they're not careful enough, they will lose this round. However, Wizard finds Popman, takes him out. It's all coming down to Will right now, who's playing in the vault versus the two attackers. There's still Jekyll in play, who can make things especially difficult for Will, but as Paco finds Will, takes him out. The attackers will win this round, which is Team Kodak, and therefore the score is now put on an equal to 2. So as Team Missclick started this map out with a two-score advantage, Team Kodak has now been able to work things around, bringing things back to an equal score of 2-2. The question is, who will win the upcoming rounds? Will Kodak continue their 2-round win streak? Or will Missclick retake their advantage, their lead, which they just lost? They will now head back to the Aviator Games bomb site for the 3rd time. They have played it twice, won it once, lost it once. The question is, what will happen for this 3rd try, or 3rd attempt?
Stop worrying about grenades. Where does it go?
Once again, we're seeing the same kind of extension happening from Team Missclick. Last time it wasn't of too much use, as the attacking team fully focused on the southern attack. I can imagine that Team Missclick, however, will be a bit more aware of this potentially happening again. But still, it is a good idea to still defend the northern side just a bit, because if they wouldn't, then likely Kodak would be aware of this and would potentially utilize that in their advantage. So that way, it's also very important to just not leave that uncovered at all. But still, the defending team needs to be very aware of a southern attack potentially happening again. Currently, Lego Man is the only defender playing on the bottom floor in Art Studio. He's currently playing. He's trying to wait for some of those first attackers making their way inside of the building. However, this time a Jekyll is being played once more. He will be able to find footprints of the Oryx if he gets close enough, but in the end the drone does find Lego Man, which means that Lego Man is now aware that his position is known, and for a very smart and safe reason, he's now falling back to side for where he can later potentially still go for a flank. But for now, it might be smarter to just move away from the area, because otherwise he will be contested. Ash is the first operator to hop in from the study window, which is not a very safe position to hop in from. Lego Man does find the Ash, takes her out, bringing this first round to bringing the round to 4 versus 5 in the advantage of the defending team. But attackers are nearing the bomb site. They will be able to put more and more pressure on the bomb site itself, and therefore things might get very hot very soon for the defending team if they're not too careful.
Reloading.
He's already been playing very close. Unfortunately for him, various mute jammers have been played. Therefore, he's unable to go for a breach at the moment, as there's also no EMP nades available. Legoman adds another kill to his team kill count as he finds Paco, takes him out as well. That's the Ace losing his life, so no hard breaching will happen from now on, as they have lost their one and only hard breacher. And this will make things even more difficult for the attacking team at the moment. Attackers are trying to contest the bomb site from various angles. Varix might just find Will. No, it's not Will, sorry. It's Legoman was laying on the ground. As Legoman finds Wizard, he gets exposed. Varix then takes out Legoman. It's now 2 versus 4, still in the advantage for the defending team, as they have 2 times as many people alive as the attacking team. Especially if Varix loses quite a bit of HP, he now gets finished by Is pretty easily. And now it's all coming down to Kodak. The Nomad finds the head of the Medusi, but doesn't quite connect it, which is very unfortunate for him. It would have been a very nice headshot, but as he's now currently in a 1 versus 4 position with only 30 seconds on the clock, things will be getting very difficult for him, and it will be very unlikely for him to clutch out this round. And in the end, it's with the final kill on Kodak, meaning that Team Missclick will win this round, will retake their lead, which they just lost, and now it's back to a 2-3 score. For which we'll now head over to the 6th round, so the final round before the roll swap will happen. The final round for Team Kodak to attack, and the final round for Team Missclick to defend. For this round, for this final defensive round for Team Missclick, we'll head over to Kitchen Dining. Bomb site which was played before by them, which they managed to win as well. They will now try it for a second time. The question is, will they win it once more, or will they be defeated? Last time it was, of course, a very aggressive and risky round from Kodak, where they rushed in from Pantry. It didn't work out for them quite well. And I cannot imagine them trying it again, so I'm very curious to see how they will attack this bomb site. Potentially with a more safer approach, a more calmer approach, they might be able to win this attack this time around.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion.
We're seeing somewhat of an extension happening towards the top floor, which will help the defending team to take control over that area as long as possible. In the hands of the attacking team, it can be extremely devastating, as they can create a lot of verticals over the kitchen and dining area, which makes it extremely difficult to play there. So at the same time, it's also a very good position for the defenders to play in, as they will also be able to utilize those verticals for their own good. So therefore, it's always advisable to take control over the top floor as much as possible for the defensive team. But at the same time, we're actually seeing some kind of extension happening towards the living area, where the attackers are now being aware of. They already did some droning, they did some scouting. Buck already being ready to breach the gallery, for where they will have a new line of sight towards the living room. And at the same time, also Paco trying to contest from the toilets area. Attackers are being approached from various angles from the red stairs. Various rotations have been made, which are quite effective in contesting the attacking team. But even though Paco still manages to work his way further into the living, taking some proper control. But in the end, verticals have been made. He does get found, but also gets shot from the astronomy stairs area, where now takes out Paco and gets the first kill for his team. It's now 4 versus 5 in the advantage of Team Missclick, who desperately needs to win this map, as they're currently 1 map point behind. But it's only 4 versus 5. It can still go either way. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, which is quite a bit of time. Buck now taking control over the red stairs, from where he will be able to breach that painting, create a new way into Bicycle, which will also be very effective for him to take further control over Memorial. Jekyll in the end finding Quavery there on the astronomy stairs, doing quite a bit of damage, but in the end it's Quavery with the kill on Wizard, adding another kill to their kill count for this round. Also, Aina getting damaged quite a lot in Bicycle. It's now 3 versus 5, and as we speak, Tim gets a kill on Variox. It's all coming down to the 2 remaining attackers, where Aina is very low in HP, and Kodak also already lost half of his HP at the moment. So therefore, it's not looking all too great for the attacking team, especially as Kodak is now making his way into the living room with only 30 seconds on the clock. Verticals have been made. He should know there's someone there. He just saw the shots. He just got damaged quite a bit, and it's also now very low in HP, and with just this little bit of HP left, it will be very difficult for him to clutch out this 2 versus 5 situation, where Kodak just might be able to find one more defending player, but as the time is running out, it will be very difficult for him to win this round. And as he gets taken up by Ace, it's all coming down to Aina, the Buck, who's currently playing on red stairs, playing it safe, just waiting for the defenders to come to him. He has no fate in winning this round. And yet he does find the Oryx, gets 1 more kill. But this round, however, does get won based on time by Team Missclick, putting them on a 2-4 score, for which we'll now have head to the roll off, where Kodak will now need to defend, and Team Missclick will need to defend. It's interesting though, because Kodak was actually the team who picked the attack for this map. For strange reasons, they only have managed to get 2 points out of it, which is not all too great. If you pick the side, I always say that winning at least 4 rounds would be great, where 3 is an absolute bare minimum. But yeah, things didn't go too well for Kodak, but hopefully for them the defense will work much better. And okay, this is the first for me. I mean, I haven't seen a defense on this bomb site for quite a lot of time. It's a library master living room. It's actually quite a long time. Like, you do see it being played on the pro levels sometimes. It's definitely a playable bomb site, especially since people will be able to play in piano as much as possible. We'll be creating lots of rotations there. I'm quite interested to see how the defending team will be defending this, because also verticals can be made. There's quite a bit of destructible ceiling, and pretty much every bit of the bomb site is destructible from above. So I'm very curious to see how the defenders will utilize that. At the moment, they don't seem to utilize the top floor at all, which is a huge opportunity for the attacking team, as they will be able to create verticals, make it quite difficult to play on the bomb site itself. So at the same time, also very curious to see how they will defend it, and also very curious to see how they will attack, how this bomb site will be attacked. Because of course, Team Missclick might not be too experienced with attacking this bomb site, as it doesn't get played that often. It's almost one of those forgotten bomb sites, you know, that never really gets picked. Therefore, no team is really, how do you say, experienced with attacking it, which always can mean very interesting things. I'm very curious to see how this will go. In the end, it's Aina with the first kill, taking out Quavery. Quavery had a pretty nice line of sight on the castle there, but in the end, Castle winning the gunfight, taking out the first attacking player, which is a good thing for Team Kodak at the moment, who needs it more. Legoman, however, then does find Aina with a nade. He takes out a defender. Variox with a kill there on Legoman. It's now a 4 versus 3 in the advantage still of Team Kodak, but it still can go either way. It's currently the defenders in the lead in this 4 versus 3 situation. We're using his first ace charge to open up the piano wall to create a new line of sight towards the red hallway. And is, in the end, does get found by Wizard. And therefore 4 versus 2, the advantage of Team Kodak still. Four versus 2, still 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Botman, however, finding a nice kill there on Paco, as Paco was trying to retreat. Variox with the kill on Will. It's all coming out of Paco, the Montaigne, in the 3 versus 1 clutch situation, which is a very difficult position for a Montaigne to be in. However, he does find a Wizard, which makes things a bit more easy, a bit more workable for him. A 2 versus 1, still very possible, but he needs to be very careful. And Oryx is still in play, can of course knock over Popman, which is very, very dangerous for him. A very dangerous position for him to be in, and needs to be very careful in this case. He cannot really play on any close quarter with an extended shield as the Orcs is still playing. He needs to kill the Orcs, which he actually does manage to do. It's Kodak actually taking the friendly kill on his teammate, as the Orc did get injured, but he did get the kill, which is the most important. And this way, the defenders win this round, which is Team Kodak, and therefore the score now gets put on 3-4. So currently a 3-4 score, still Team Missclick in the lead, but the roll-up seems to be helping Team Kodak as they now manage to win the first round. Very impressive to go to an off bomb site, which you don't see too often, but it's very impressive for them. Very impressive to see that they actually managed to win it. I can imagine for Team Missclick it was also a very difficult bomb site to attack, as they are not quite familiar with it. Okay, so for the second defensive round of Team Kodak, we'll now head over to a more familiar bomb site, which is Aviated Games, where again they will go for a similar kind of setup as most teams these days do. The extension happening, or at least the line of sight being created towards 30. Is there any extension happening? No, that's the only thing that's a bit off that most teams also do these days, but Team Missclick doesn't seem to be doing at the moment. So I'm very curious to see how this will work out. So Team Kodak isn't doing at the moment. It might give a lot of opportunities to Team Missclick, as they will be able to take control more easily over the northeastern side of the map. There's still a lot of bodies playing there, but without any proper defensive setup for them. Just a lot of barricades. It will be a bit difficult for them to play there as long as possible. However, it does seem like most of the defenders actually have fallen back towards the bomb site a bit more. So it does seem they have mostly abandoned the northern side of the map, which is interesting. This way the attackers will be able to get some control very early on. They will need to drone it out, however, there's quite a bit of barricades being placed, so they might be aware of someone potentially playing there, which does cost them some bit more time. But in the end, after just 1 minute passing, they have managed to get the first bit of control. The C4 from below does get thrown, or does get activated. Doesn't connect, however, and that's the first C4 being spilled. However, actually also the C4 of the Bandit seems to have been used as well, or the Mozzie might have been pre-placed, but at the same time they do not have any in their pocket anymore and can no longer throw any new ones. Okay, so attackers already have control over the 90 area as charges get used to deal with the deployable shield which has been played there. A defending player is currently making his way up to the red stairs, which is currently the Mozzie. He finds the head of Bravery. That's the first attacker taken out. That's the Sledge losing his life right there. And also after Kodak finds another one, it's also Pupman losing his life, which is the Oza. Various with another kill on this, and now it's all coming down to the final attacker as also Will gets taken out. Another kill from Variax, and now it's Lego Man all alone in this 5 versus 1 situation with still 1 minute on the clock. He did just spot the head of the bandit. The question is, will he get the kill? No, he does not. A flawless round for the defending team, which is Team Kodak, which puts them back on an equal score of 4-4. Missclick once again losing the lead. But the question is, what will happen now? If we look at the scoreboard, it's 2 rounds being won by each team and therefore cycling and switching all the time. The question is, what will happen right now? Will Team Missclick win 2 rounds again and retake the lead? Or will Team Kodak enjoy their defense, win more rounds, and in the end also win this second map and end this match with a 2-0? That's the question. For this third defensive round of Team Kodak, we'll head over to Dining Kitchen for the first time for them.
Deploying ADS. Play my trump card. Using shield. Don't worry about me.
10 seconds remaining.
For now, the defensive strategy mostly seems to be focused on the bottom floor, or I mean on the actual bomb site of the ground floor, as I should call it. The same thing that Team Missclick did, they don't really utilize any other area at the moment, because I don't believe we see the extension towards living. I mean, kind of. I mean, there's a hatch open, that's basically all. So the defensive strategy is very minimal at the moment, which doesn't necessarily mean anything bad, but if the attackers now will take control of the top floor, they will be able to create quite a lot of verticals, which will make it very difficult to play on site. And as there's currently not much happening there from the attacking defending team, it will be very easy for them to actually take this control. Okay, so attackers already have taken control over the top floor. There's currently not a single defender playing there. The complete top floor is fully clear. Every single defender is either playing on the ground floor or even in the basement. And this way the attackers will be able to take the control they need. Will be able to create lots of verticals, make it very difficult for the defenders to play on site. The clash, however, for example, might already be found very early on through these verticals. And therefore it will be very exposed at the moment. Also, Buck will be able to enter the building if desired, will be able to assist, create further verticals to make it even more difficult for the defenders to play there. And as he now starts with the skeleton key, lots of verticals are being made. Even though lots of verticals are being made, lots of ground is being controlled by the attacking team, not all too much is happening. 1 minute and 30 seconds have expired and not a single player has been taken out. Just a bit of damage there on Lego Man and Kodak, but nothing much more. It's just about time till anything will happen. Just a matter of seconds. And any time from now, we'll see the first casualties happen. Even though attackers have made so many verticals, they're still unable to find anyone. Defenders are really managing to hide themselves, to keep out of sight, which is very effective for them. And yes, Quavery, the Nomad taking the first kill, taking out Variox. Legoman also already being inside of Laundry, but from where it will be very difficult to take further control as those holes have been made. Is meanwhile Wizard taking out Legoman, bringing this round back to a 4 versus 4 in the advantage of basically anyone. It's only 35 seconds on the clock, so it might be in the advantage of the defending team. Is thinking to throw a nade on the Clash, but unfortunately he decided to not to, otherwise it might have connected and might have taken out the Clash. He will now go for a second try. The Clash is cornered, the nade will be thrown and does connect. That's Aina taken out. It's now 3 versus 4 in the advantage of the attacking team, but with only 18 seconds on the clock, there's not a lot of time for them to work with. This might end in a bluff bet. It can still go to the defending team, but as Pupman finds Wizard, the Hibana enters the bomb site, does go for the plant, is taking out Kodak, and now it's all coming out of Paco, but as he still has the Echo, he manages to deny the plant. But unfortunately for him, the second Echo Drone wasn't placed too close enough. And just in the last minutes, he doesn't deny the plant, which was very, very close. And therefore, he now ends up in a 1 versus 4 situation. A huge try for him, which in the end, in just a few milliseconds, it didn't work out as he was hoping to. Which brings him now to a very difficult position. And in the end, he does get taken out by Quavery. Which means that Team Missclick will again regain the lead, put the score on 4-5 after winning this round. A huge attempt by the Echo. It was... I was already expecting that he wouldn't even get it anymore, but in the end, the second Echo Drone got very, very close. Very unfortunate for him. It would have been a huge way to win the round. But unfortunately for him, he didn't manage to.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Okay. Interesting. Team Kodak actually seems to be very comfortable on the reading living room bomb site. Of course, they already played it once before and actually managed to win it. They're just going to try it for a second time. Potentially, they will still be able to win it once more after Missclick was unable to successfully attack it. And it will be very interesting to see them win it once more. Void Shield gets placed on the piano, which of course will be a very strong position for them to play in. Reinforcements are being placed here and there. Castle barricades are coming out. Rotations are being made. Once again, nothing happening on the top floor whatsoever. So maybe the attacking team might have learned from the first attack and maybe will utilize it for now. It's really up to the attacking team to now try to win this round.
Loading mag. The drone is ready to go.
So Team Missclick looking for the first way in, noticing some verticals that have been made. Currently, no, not a single defender is utilizing those at the moment, but they will still be able to do so later on if desired. So attackers already dealing with the first castle barricades, already taking control of the main entrance area from where they were able to contest the bomb site even further. Lots of droning also happening at the moment. A total of 4 people were droning to find some of the information, to find where all the defenders are playing at the moment. So let's open up further castle barricades, where Ace actually gets the first kill on Paco. That's the first defender taken out. It's now 4 versus 5 in the advantage for the attacking team. Legoman finds another, takes out Aina. It's a 3 versus 5 at the moment in the advantage for Team Kodak, who desperately, for Team Missclick, who really needs to win this map to still be able to win this match in total by bringing this match to the third map, since they're currently 0-1 behind, or 1-0 behind. And yeah, Legoman finds another, takes out Variox, and as the Jaeger also gets taken out, which was Wizard. It's all coming down to Kodak in this 1 versus 5 situation, which will be a super difficult position for him to be in. He just did get spotted. The attackers know exactly where he is. Also, the Montaigne continuously having glances inside of him, and in the end, it's Pupman taking out Kodak, winning this round for his team. Team Missclick adding another point. 4-6 match point for Team Missclick right now, where Kodak needs to win 2 rounds to deny the match points and bring this map to overtime. So currently 4-6 in the advantage of Team Missclick. The question is, what will happen right now? Will Team Kodak be able to fight back, win 2 rounds in a row to bring this match to overtime and still be able to close this match down after just 2 maps? Or will Team Missclick win this map right here in one of the upcoming 2 rounds and bring this match to the third map, which will be Team Park, actually. Which will be a very interesting map to see tonight. We haven't seen it that much yet.
Jammer ready.
Camera in position.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Boarding the door.
Okay, so for potentially the final round, it's now up to Team Missclick to go for the attack. If they will be able to win this attack, they will be heading over to the third map for today and still have a chance to win this match. So this is a very important round for them. If they lose this round, they will still have another attempt after this one. But if they lose 2 in a row, this map will be going to overtime.
Scanning for
Bomb has been
electronics.
located.
Lots of droning happening at the moment. In the end, it's Aina already losing a first bit of HP. It's the Pulse who was currently rotating himself through the trophy entrance back towards 90. Unfortunate for him, he did not lose his life, only just a bit of HP. Otherwise, it would have been a very unfortunate early pick for him. In the end, it's actually Paco playing with a shotgun, finding Quavery. Interestingly, we are seeing 3 shotguns in total being picked from the defending team, the Pulse, the Mute, and the Valkyrie, which is very interesting. But it's in the end Paco finding the first kill on Quavery, which is the first attacker losing his life, which is the Buck, which is quite a bit of an important operator for this map, as he will be very effective on making those verticals. But now it's all coming down to the Sledge, and potentially Will with the breaching charges to create those verticals and to contest the bomb site from above. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock remaining. Currently, the defending team Kodak in the lead, based on man count. Pulse getting spotted by the IQ, but unfortunately he's 2 floors below. There's a stone floor right there, so he will be protected by the stone floor. IQ can try whatever she wants, but she won't hit the shots. She doesn't seem to be aware. Meanwhile, Will, however, equalizes things by taking out Paco. It's now a 4 versus 4 equal man count. This time, Aina did get found by the IQ, did get damaged quite a bit, but still didn't lose the life, is still in play, and will still be able to further assist his team by calling out information. He still has, no, he doesn't have C4, but he will be able to call out lots of information for his team, which is very effective. In the end, actually, Will rushes in the bomb site, is trying to go for the plants, or is this trying to contest him? The question is, do the defender actually know? Variax gets a kill on Will, is with a kill on Variax, is currently being injured. Aina with a kill on Lego Man, it's all coming out of Pubman, the only remaining attacker standing on his feet. It is 3 versus 2 situation. It's still Aina being injured at the moment, so technically it's a 2 versus 1, as long as the Pulse does not get revived. But Bubman is very low in HP. Just 1 bullet will take him out, which means it's a very difficult position for him at the moment. In the end, Wizard finds Bubman, takes him out, meaning this round will be won by the defending team, which is Team Kodak. Therefore, the score now gets put on 5-6. And therefore, Kodak is only 1 point away from denying the match point, bringing this map to overtime, which would still be able, which would still allow them to win this match as well, or this map, and this match, as they're already on match point with 1-0.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Throwing the bait.
Okay, so potentially the final round for this match. If Team Orange, Team Missclick manages to win an attacking round right here, they will be winning this map, and we'll head over to the third map for today, which will be Team Bark. But at the same time, if Kodak wins this round, we'll head over to a 6-6 score where the match point will be denied, and where we'll be heading over to the overtime. So it's really up to Kodak to change things for the better for them, but at the same time, Team Missclick could really use the win here, where they will then get a final attempt
Attackers are
on
moving
Team
out to
Bark.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Okay, so attackers are making their way towards the building, are trying to find the first way in. They seem to be focusing on the northeastern side of the map, where currently not a single defender is awaiting them. So they will be able to get some control very early on and very easily. Aina, however, likely has placed some Valkyrie camps over in that area and potentially even pre-placed the C4. And here we already see it happening. That's Aina getting the first kill on Will. That's the ace taking out, a huge kill for the defending team by taking out the Heart Breacher, the dedicated Heart Breacher. Luckily for the attacking team, Pupman did bring the secondary Heart Breaching utility to still be able to Heart Breach if desired so, which still provides them some opportunities, but it will be much more difficult for them from now on. Attackers are taking more and more control now, have proper control over the northern side of the map, is already taking control over 90, which will put him much closer to the bomb site. However, he does get in contact with the Valkyrie. Each of them damaging each other quite a bit, but then Paco with the C4 from below, the second C4 kill for this round, takes out is bringing the defending team in the advantage currently with a 5 versus 3 man count. Bravery already playing a landing, trying to get some nice lines of sight towards the bomb site, already almost spotting the Melusi, finding some of those Melusi benches on the red stairs. And Popman Legoman trying to throw some nades towards 90, where currently Aina, the Valkyrie, is playing very close towards the vault ball, and therefore staying out of contact from those nades. In the end, Quavery does find a kill on Paco. Wizard, however, with a kill on Quavery. It's now up to the Valkyrie to take out the Legoman. He does find the kill. It's all coming down to Popman right now. The Zero finds the head of the Valkyrie, potentially gets a second, but in the end, he does get taken out by Wizard, where the Wizard gets a final kill, takes out the final attacking player, and therefore this round is now being won by Kodak. The score, however, therefore gets put on 6-6. The match point gets denied, and we're now going to overtime, where the map is being extended for 3 rounds, where Kodak is starting on the attack and Missclick is starting on the defense. Well, if we look back at the round history, the attack wasn't working quite that well for Team Kodak, and the defense has been working much better for them, where also the defense wasn't working too well for Team Missclick, and the attack was working much better. So in this overtime, Team Kodak will need to attack 2 times, and Team Missclick will need to defend 2 times. So for both of them, it's not looking too great in terms of sides. So it's really the question which team is going to perform better. It's just up to a team to win 2 rounds in total, 2 out of the 3 rounds, which will allow them to win this map. This question is, will Kodak win, and will they end this match for this evening? Or will it be a win for Team Missclick with a 6-8 or 7-8 score, which will bring us to the 3rd map for today. For the first defensive round of Team Missclick since the overtime, we'll be heading over to Dining Kitchen, where we're not seeing too much of an extension happening towards the top floor. There's some extension happening, at least the player playing. We're seeing some reinforcements. Valkyrie potentially even placing some Valkyrie camps there, and maybe some pre-placed C4s once more, which have been quite effective in the previous round. But it's now up to Team Kodak to go for the attack here. Very interesting to see Sense being played. Sense, of course, being one of the newer operators who isn't being placed that often. Paco already being ready to enter from the pantry to go for a hard breach on the reinforced wall. Currently, there's not... Is there any utility placed there? Only in it, yes. So he will be able to breach it, as there's no bandit, mute, or K8 being picked. So this wall will be opened, which creates a very nice line of sight for the attacking team, and will make the defense much harder for the defenders of Team Missclick. So Variox trying to throw in some of the first nades, already doing I thought he did do a bit of damage, but in the end he doesn't. He doesn't connect his 2 nades, which is very unfortunate for him. A nice try. Attackers already do have a bit of control. They could try to go for an execute, but at the same time it would be much more desirable for them to get a bit more control over the map, to find some defenders first. I don't know where the defenders are playing at the moment. 4 or all 5 are actually playing in or close to the bomb sites, so it will actually be very difficult for the attacking team to get the first bit of control, to actually enter the bomb site, as they will be watched from every possible corner. We're actually seeing this the Sense utility being thrown, which actually denies the line of sight for quite a bit of defenders at the moment, which makes it much more difficult for them to see the attacking team closing in. But at the same time, the attacking team is not really able to utilize it at the moment. Luckily, Wizard does find the footprints of Ace, does ping out this location, and it's actually Aina with the first kill on Legoman. Paco with a kill on Quavery. It's the attackers in the lead at the moment, where Will gets a kill on Wizards, a 4 versus 3. Paco now trying to go for the defuse, where Variox gets a kill on Pupman, and it's all coming down to Will and is to deny the plans. Will with a kill on Variox. Diffuser goes down. Both defenders are playing in the same area, where Is just gets injured, and it's all coming down to Will in this 3 versus 1 situation. He's damaged quite a bit already, but he will go for the revive, bring back Is to life to help him in this clutch situation, which certainly makes things more workable. But as they're both locked up in the in the launcher area, it will be very difficult for them to retake the bomb site. And as Paco gets a kill on Is, Will gets a kill on Paco, but then Aina with a final kill on Will, which means this round will be going to Team Kodak, the attacking team. Therefore, the score now gets put on 7-6, match point for Kodak. map points and match points as they already won the previous map. So Kodak starting out well in the overtime right here. They just need to win one more round to end this map. And as they just won the attacking round and have been much more successful on the defense, things are looking good for them at the moment. If they will win this defense as well, this map will end for them with an 8-6 scores. But at the same time, Team Missclick could very well win the round right here and bring the score to an equal 7-7.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Activating camera. Sentry ready and waiting. EDD mounted. Let them go.
Good. So for potentially the final round, the first defensive round of Kodak since the overtime, we'll be heading over to Aviator Games. A bombsite was played by them various times before. I do not quite recall how many times they actually managed to win it. I think it was won 2 times by them. So potentially they will add a third to it. At the same time, Team Missclick going for a fairly aggressive lineup with the Blitz being picked. It's actually just a Blitz with the aggressive operator here. Usually you would also see like a Finka, which actually bans, but maybe like a Lion or a Ying or whatever, which is actually also banned in this case. So that's maybe why it's only Pupman on the Blitz. A Dokkaebi could also have helped in this case, but in the end, it's just Pupman on the Blitz right here. Attackers are now making their way inside of the building from the basement area where currently not a single defender is playing. Is there any defender roaming at the moment? No, not even a single defender being on the main floor where there's just one player. I think it's the Valkyrie, it seems. Yeah, the Valkyrie laying on the main stairs where every other defender is playing very close or inside the bomb site. Currently Kodak being in the lead with a 7-6 score, just 1 point away from winning this map as there are on map points / match points. It's really up to the attacking team, Team Missclick, to bring things around, to win this round and bring the score to a 7-7 equal score. Attackers now also taking control of the northern side of the map, astronomy room. Quite a lot of barricades being placed there, accompanied by various Kapkan traps. They will need to clear those out, which will cost a lot of time for them, but in the end, they should be managing very well, which will help them to take further control and in the end, start contesting the bomb site itself. In the end, it's getting the first kill for his team, finding Paco, taking him out. It's the first kill for the attacking team, who desperately needs it. Team Missclick, who's currently behind on score. And therefore, this is a good start for them, which they highly need. Pupman the Blitz trying to take control of the classical hallway. Already taking control over 90, but getting damaged quite a bit from the drone hole, I would say, or from below potentially. And probably the drone hole, but still, the damage is very limited. It's a very good start for the attacking team. Oh, however, the time management is not too great. There's only 1 minute left on the clock, which is not too much time to work with. It will be very difficult for them to work with this, but as the Ace now throws his Ace charges on the ball, they will have this new line of sight, but impacts actually get thrown, destroy the Ace charge, even though Ace was already planning to do the same thing himself. In the end, Pupman gets injured, gets found by the Melusi, where then the Valkyrie finishes it off. Legoman with a kill on Aina. It's currently a 3 versus 4 in the advantage of the attacking team, but time is not working in their advantage. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock, which is not a lot of time, and this will be a very difficult round for them to win. In the end, Legoman finds the Melusi. It's now 2 versus 4, but as the Alibi finds Legoman, it's a 2 versus 3. Just one more defender alive than the attacking team, but attackers. But in the end, the final attackers find the remaining defenders. In this round will be won by the attacking team, which is Team Missclick, and therefore the score now gets put on an equal 7-7, and we'll head over to the final round of this map, where it's currently an equal score, and it's just up to this final round. Whichever team wins this round will win this map, or potentially even this complete match, if it is Kodak winning this round. So for this final round, it is Team Kodak attacking and Team Missclick defending, where we'll head over to Aviator Room Games Room, where it's up to Team Missclick to defend and Team Kodak to attack. So like I've been saying before, it's neither team currently being in the advantage, as the defense is the most favorable for Team Kodak and the attack is the most favorable for Team Missclick. Neither of those are playing on that side at the moment. So it will be very interesting to see what's going to happen this final round. Either way, we couldn't ask for anything more in a BO3. Going to at least 2 maps and seeing very tense scores of 7-7 2 times till now. So 2 maps will end with an 8-7 score or 7-8 score. Once again, we're also seeing an extension happening towards the other side of the map. And as the preparation phase comes to an end, the action phase now starts. And it's up to Team Kodak to go for the attack right here. One of the operators that is being picked is the Jackal. He will be very effective to find information on where the defenders are playing. Currently, there's only one defender playing far off site, which is Will, playing as the Wamai. So the attackers shouldn't have too much trouble to find where the defenders are playing. And the Jackal will certainly assist him in this case.
Shot drone going live.
Lots of droning happening at the moment, lots of scouting happening. Twitcher already entering the building, trying to find some utility here and there. Finding the mute jammer, but unfortunately it's just being placed. So Pupman goes for the jump out, finds Aina. It's a very nice opening kill for the defending team with a very long rotate. He's rotating back to Mats from where he's now entering the building, but there's Variox waiting. We also just got a kill on Is. So currently it's a 4 versus 3 in the advantage of the attacking team, which is a good start for them. And things are not looking too great for Team Missclick at the moment. Just one more attacker alive than defender, so things can be working around very easily. And the nade from Variox unfortunately does not find any targets and therefore does not take out anyone at the moment. And that was also his final nades being used. So currently 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, which is quite a bit of time for the attacking team to work with. They will be able to find further control, but as the Jackal does get damaged quite a bit by Legoman. Legoman unfortunately does not find the kill on the Jackal, which is unfortunate for him. He could have really used it at the moment to equalize things and bring the man count back to 3 versus 3. But as the round proceeds, time is being wasted for the attacking team, which is also very valuable. So attackers are still trying to work their way towards the bomb site, where Quavery is still playing inside, Will's playing on 90, and Legoman is playing on top of landing, top of red stairs. So the defenders are stretched out quite a bit. Legoman gets found by Wizard, does get damaged quite a bit, but the time is still ticking on. 35 seconds left on the clock, which is not a lot of time to work with for the attacking team. Time does not work in their advantage. In the end, however, the Will on 90 gets spotted. A nice double kill from Variox, a quad kill from Variox. He takes out 2 players. It's all coming down to Quavery in this 3 versus 1 position, where he gets where Variox takes out his own teammates and finds the final player. 6 kills for him this round, and also the ace as he finds every single opponent, and therefore this round does get won by Team Kodak, and at the same time also this map, as Team Kodak wins both of the 2 maps with an 8-7 score. So in the end, it's Kodak winning this match 2-0 against Team Missclick. The first map was played on Oregon, where Kodak won with an 8-7 score, and the exact same score happened on the second map, which was Villa, which was also won by Team Kodak with an 8-7 score. Therefore, unfortunately, we will not go to the third map, which would have been Team Park, which would have been a very interesting map to see, but in the same time, it was a very interesting match. 2 maps going to overtime, 2 maps being won with an 8-7 score, where all rounds have been played. Let me quickly do some quick math. All 15 rounds have been played. And it was an absolute pleasure to watch this match and to cast it. It would have been very cool to go to the third map, but either way, I am satisfied. I hope you guys are as well. I was feeling very tired and a bit sick at the moment, so therefore I couldn't really express myself well as caster, and I was struggling a bit. But I hope you guys still enjoy my cast either way. So that's basically it for tonight. Next Friday we'll have the next match for so far. The other 2 matches are still yet to be scheduled. Potentially one going to be on Sunday, where the other one is still a question for now. So for now, I wish everyone a good evening. Thank you for participating. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you all guys next time. So see you guys later. Bye bye. Good evening.